This is a Blender Python tutorial where we'll be going over how to write a Python script that will create this animation loop. And at the end of the video, if you stick around, I'll show you how you can customize this script. Hey, I'm Victor Stepanoff. I'll be guiding you through this Blender Python tutorial. To start off, we're going to download some helper code that will allow us to jump straight into the interesting part of this video. In the description, you'll find a link under Start Code. Go to that link in your favorite browser, go to Raw, copy the code, go back into Blender, go into the scripting workspace, hit New, and paste in the code that you just copied. This code clears the scene for us every single time we run the script. It adds a sun into the scene and a camera. Let's run the script now. As you can see, it added an empty that the camera tracks, and the sun and the camera itself. Also, there's a slight animation of the camera. It's already done for us, kind of save us some time. It just goes up and down. We also set the depth of field. We'll be using the cylinder as the primitive in this animation loop. So I'm going to go into the origin of the scene, then hit Shift A and then add cylinder. I'm going to open this menu, set the vertices to 5, radius to something like, 1 is fine for us. The depth will be 0.1, and that's it for now. We're going to just copy this code that we got in the info panel down below and paste it in right here. So we'll need the radius, depth, and the rest we can just delete. I'm going to create some variables that we'll use later. And just going to use them right here. And again, they could be different from these arguments. Let's delete everything from the scene, or actually we don't need to because it's going to get deleted automatically. And we get this cylinder. All right, next we want to add a modifier, and I want to add a bevel modifier to this cylinder. Modifier bevel here, set the amount to I think 0.02, and just go into the info panel again and select both of these commands and paste them in right here. I'm going to create a variable and name an object and use a helper function that's defined up here that gets us the current active object right here. But we could really just use this, but I like this shorthand right here. I'm gonna go to the very bottom again, just use that. And instead of using this BPY context object, we can use the reference, this variable reference that we just created right here. So I'm gonna actually just move this to show you that it changes, and I'm gonna rerun the script. And as you can see, the old cylinder got removed and we got a new shape right here. Let's jump in straight away and use a for loop to repeat this creation code. So for I in range, and then indent this. So I'm selecting all of this by holding Shift and hitting the down arrow and then pressing Tab to indent. So like so. I'm going to create a new variable called shape count, set it to like 100. I'm going to copy that, and I want to run this particular code 100 times. Let's do that. So I ran that script, and if you look into the outliner, you can see that we have a lot of cylinders and exactly 100 of them. All right. and you can just move these right here. I'm gonna actually close this so it doesn't get in the way. Right, so you can see they're all in the same place. All right, so let's rerun that and clean it up. Now I want to start stacking these shapes, and to do that I'll need to create Z location step and the current location and apply that on each iteration of the for loop. So I'm gonna set the location step to minus 0.1, so we're gonna be stacking in downwards, and I'm gonna create a current location, and then use math utils vector to define the location. So math utils, just quickly, let's go into the interactive Python console. I need to import math utils before I can use that, and let's create a vector, and see, it's a vector, and the thing about this that we could use like Z to, like, for example, set Z coordinates, right? So we easily set that. We of course can make a list, but I really like the readability of this a lot more. So we're gonna set the location to the current location, and let's change the current location Z and use the location step and multiply by the current index, so I. So this will change based on the I, and remember I goes from, let's just print it out right here. So not shape count, but okay, let's go with just a number, an I, and you can see that I is just printing out going from 0 to 99, and so this will change on every single iteration. Let's rerun the script, and now you can see you have the shapes going all the way down. Now I want to change the radius on each iteration. So I'm going to create a radius step. I'll move the radius here, and then step, and then set it to 0.1. I'm going to change the radius right below here. I'm going to add the step to get the new. So this, if you haven't seen this before, this is the same thing as doing this, right? So we're to get the next radius, we're going to use the current value of that radius and plus the step. But I just want to make it like so. I want to write it like so, and let's rerun the script. All right, now we have this pyramid thing going here. All right. Okay, now let's add a spin on each iteration of this for loop. So I'm just gonna create a similar setup as the location. Like here, I'm gonna copy all this. So it's the rotation, so Z rotation. We're going to use math radians. Gonna rotate by 5 radians, so that's 5 degrees, and we convert it into radians. So, and then we have the current rotation. And instead of just a vector, we're going to use like an Euler representation. So you can go and check this out in the interactive Python console as well, right? So it's going to be X, Y, and Z. We're using that. All right, so now current rotation on the Z is Z rotation step. And then the current this right here. Right, let's run that. Oops. Oh, yeah, and I didn't spell radians correctly. And now we have this going on right here. All right. Now let's go into preview, material preview, and by hitting Z and then hitting material preview. Right now we don't want to have any materials, and let's fix that. We have some helper code above that's gonna make our lives a lot easier, and that's gonna create a new material, get a random color, and apply this newly created material to our object. So let's add some color here. All right, so object, and let's rerun it. All right, now this is already looking good. All right, now let's keep things organized and create a function for this code right here that creates our shape. So I'm going to select all this right here, hit Control X to cut that, and then define a new function up here, call it create shape. And then I'm going to paste the code that I just copied, select all this, hit Shift Tab multiple times to unindent, and then hit Tab again to indent it nicely. We're passing into this function vertices, the radius, right, the rotation. We can actually just call it rotation, and the location. Right, so don't really have to use the same names as we did when we're passing things in. All right, so I'm gonna put that right here. So and remember, I changed the names of these parameters, but they're not the same here, so I need to use that rotation. All right, I think that should work. So actually, let's do my favorite, as comment out this code and run it. Nothing's going to happen, right? Because we moved all the functionality up here into a function. We're not calling it. Uncomment, remove the hash character, run that again, and here we go. We're running or generating the scene one more time. And if you're learning something today or just enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like button. It will help me a lot. All right, now it's time to start adding some keyframes to our scene. Before we do that, I will need to modify our our workspace, if I can, and add a timeline so we can see the keyframes that we add. All right, so like so, and let's start adding some keyframes. And before we do that, we need to return the shape object that we create in this function right here. I'm going to write a return statement right here, use the object that we've got the active object and returning it. And we're going to receive it on this end with shape object. All right, so let's use that, and then keyframe insert. And so we're using the rotation. We're going to be animating this data path. So it's the rotation frame, and we're going to set it the frame to 1. Okay, so we're just going to be using the current rotation of the object, and let's run that. And if we select any of these shapes, you can see that we have a keyframe right here. All right, now let's insert the last keyframe and use, like create a variable right above here, call it end frame, and I'm going to use the number of frames that we set. So it's going to be frame count and -10. I'll explain that in just a second. So this frame count is coming from, so Gen Centerpiece is right here. We're passing the context, right? So we're accessing this frame count right here from the context. And the context we get from the setup scene function. Let's go up there and figure out what's happening. All right, so here it is, and just using the FPS and the number of seconds in the loop to calculate the frame count, and then we are just creating a dictionary with that value, right? So we know exactly how long this loop, how long this animation is going to be in frames, and we're just using that down here. And then I just want to give some breathing room for the next loop, so it's not just like stop and go. All right, so I'm going to use this variable over here. I'm going to create a start frame right here. I'm going to set it to 1, but we're going to change that in just a minute. So use that. Let's run our script and select any of these shapes, and you can see that we have a keyframe at the start and 10 frames before the end. Now it's time to modify this rotation to actually get it going. The thing that I wanted to do with this particular loop is, let's just go into the camera and take a look at the top shape. The thing is that I didn't want to do a 360 rotation. I wanted to rotate based on just like one turn, because this shape is going to look the same even if we don't do a 360. Like, what does that mean? Like, if you change the rotation just slightly, just the number of verts the shape has, the base of the shape. So for example, if I divide 360 by the number of verts in the shape, so that's 5, right? So that's 72. And as you can see, I changed the rotation, but it still looks the same. And that's what I want to use here. So I can just like multiply it, let's just say by 2. So it's kind of just turning once, right? So instead of just, let's say like it starts from here, right? And I just want to rotate it just like, let's just say like once or twice. So it's going to look the same. That's what we're going to be doing with this code that we're going to write in just a second. So let's set that. So it's the shape. Then we're going to use remember we have the Euler rotation. So Euler on the Z, and then we're going to add some radians, and the radians are going to be calculated from just like one turn. Like maybe there's a better name for this variable, but I'm just coming up with one turn for now. So like one turn, like if you look from the top, right? So we're going to divide 360 by the number of verts, right? So if we change the vert count, this animation is still going to work. So one turn and then multiply by 2. So we're gonna turn twice, so 1, 2. If you have a better name for this, please write in the comments. I didn't have anything better to call it. All right, so now let's go ahead and hide this, run the script, and you can just look from the camera's point of view, and then I'll press space, and you can see that everything's just rotating at a nice rate, right? All right, this is good. And like, let's just track the rotation. So we're gonna start from here. So let's just say we're keeping track of this. I'm gonna start play, and we're keeping track of this, right? It's gonna go 1, and then it's gonna go 2, right? So we started here, and now that corner is here. So that's what I kind of mean with by 2 rotations, 1 and 2. All right. All right, now I want to add a slight detail to this animation to make it as if the shapes are kind of getting ready to kind of going a bit back and then starting the rotation. So we have a separate helper function that's going to go through all the keyframes and set the easing to ease in out, right? Let's just copy this, go right under here, and paste that in. So instead of object, we're going to pass in the shape. And let's run that. So watch, I'm going to actually go into full screen. Watch carefully that it kind of goes a bit back, like, and then it starts rotating, right? And then it goes a bit further and then comes back. So that is what we just did, right? So it kind of goes a bit back and then goes further than it needs to and then comes back, right? I really like that effect. Okay, now I want to offset the start of each one of these shapes, meaning that I don't want the start frame to be a 1 for every single one of these shapes. I want this to be calculated. So let's go start, frame, and then step. And then let's just use 5 and then use that here. So we're going to calculate the frame that the current shape that's created on this iteration will start on. So instead of just starting at 1, like everything starts together, we're going to offset each start, but we'll end at the same time. So let's see how that goes. So yeah, I'm multiplying this by I, so we're going to get a different offset on each iteration. Let's run this code, right? Let's hit Control space and then hit 0 on the numpad to get that view from the camera, and then hit space again. And see, not everything starts at the same time. We have like this kind of delay going, right? All right. And something that you might have noticed that some of these shapes in the background you can see they're still going at the end of the animation. You might say that, hey, this is not a perfect loop. Yes, it's not a perfect loop, but the shapes that are in the camera's view, they're going to be still between the first and last frame. So let's actually do that. I'm going to hover over the timeline. I'm going to hold Shift and then the left arrow and then right arrow, right? So I'm just going to go back and forth between first and last frame. You can see that the shapes that are in the camera are not moving at all. So this works for me, basically. All right, now let's keep our code nicely organized, and let's just create a new function that's going to animate our shape. So I'm just going to move this right here. Create a new function, animate shape, right? I'm gonna select everything, hit tab, shift tab to unindent, tab to indent. And we need to pass in the shape object. I'm just gonna call it object. So we're gonna need the vertices passed in. We're gonna need the start frame, and then we're gonna need the end frame right here. Copy this and move it under this. Again, remember to update the name. And okay, let's just comment this, rerun the script, press space, nothing is animated except this camera. Let's uncomment that. Let's run this. And as you can see, we got our animation back. All right, and as promised, let's go over some of the parts of this script that you can modify to get different results. The very first thing that comes to mind is the number of verts that you can change, and you should get a similar animation. So let's go with 3. Let's go with like 4, maybe 6, right? Just try those out for yourself. Next, you could go and fix or change the number of turns we're gonna do for this like animation or each shape. Maybe apply a different modifier to each shape. One thing to note is, for example, you like this particular color combination. If you notice that each time we rerun the script, let's just like run it one more time, you're going to get a different combination of colors. Well, the thing is that you can actually pin this because we're using seed right here. And the cool thing about it is like this time seed right here that we're using, it copies the seed to the clipboard. So right now, after running a script, if you don't do anything, don't copy anything into your clipboard, you're going to have the seed in your clipboard. So let's look at that. So if I like this, for example, color combination, I can replace this 0 and just paste it in, right? This was the seed that was generated. And now when I run the script over and over, like, I'm going to show you that it is running. I'm just going to move these things around. So yeah, like mess it up. We're going to run it and see I'm getting the same color combination. So this is a very, very powerful way to control this particular result. You can look into the camera, how the camera is getting set up. So right here, we're doing some depth of field. Like as you notice that there's a depth of field, like these are a bit blurry. See, these are a bit blurry, right? Also, there's like a loop right here where animating the lens. It's going in and out, right? So the lens is set, the focal length is set to 70. And we loop between 70 and -10, so 60. So you can look into that, set a different resolution if you want of the render image, right? Look at the length and the FPS of this particular animation. Change the location where it gets outputted. So right now it's getting outputted as a MPEG-4 video format. Also, please like experiment, at least if you're not going to experiment with anything else, try to experiment with the colors and get another palette. So how would like I get, for example, this, I could go into the shading workspace, right? I'm gonna like maybe update this color to like this, and then go back into scripting. And if you look into the info panel, it actually gives you the result that you modified. So there's a lot of stuff here going on, but this exactly is the color that you would need to put. Should probably make a video on how to get a lot more colors, because the internet has a ton of palettes out there for you to use, and this is probably like, this is a very slow kind of copy and paste method that you would use, right? But there's a lot better ways and faster ways to get some good palettes and see the different color combinations that you can use in your scene, right? So you could use that like so, right? Remember, well, actually you don't need to change a list to a tuple, but I just did it just because. Right, and also you can change the material that we're generating, use some, maybe not specular, but and maybe changing the color to some other, like to some constant value. So we're getting the color, remember, from this random color function right here that we're just looking at just a second ago. You can look into that, the position of the sun, the angle, diffuse factor, energy, and so on. All right, I hope you learned something today and enjoyed this tutorial. Subscribe for more videos like this, and thank you for watching.